So if you're an OG here, you know that I have a contest to start the live. We will let you guess what flavor coffee and what flavor creamer is in my cup. And I'm I'm looking in it because it almost looks like I had a couple drops of oil or something, and it's in there. And I'm like, I don't think I did. Mm. The ugly face means I'm bleh. Okay. All right, we'll get on to story time, right? Story topics of the day. Yeah. hmm So I had a girlfriend that um, I've been given a couple, like I'll take a couple skeins of yarn that I know I won't use, and I'll throw them in a bag and give them to her. And she comes back like 2 weeks later and goes, "Look what I made." So I've been doing that now for probably a year. And so we had a banquet last week. And so I decided that I was going to take a box of items that I knew I wasn't going to use. And I put them in the box. I put them in my car. And when we got to the banquet, I said, "Hey, come out to the car and I'll give you some yarn." So I did. I gave them to her. But here's the story. The story is that I went and pulled these things out. And what did I find? I found the towels that I had put away up on the very top shelf for Easter. Oh, yeah. So here's the Easter towel. Here they are. And Easter's over. So now that I found them, should I still do an Easter one this year? I want you to comment below and let me know if you think I should still do an Easter one, because we are doing the whole year. And I hid them from myself. But it gets better, right? It gets better. So not only is there one for me, one for you, right? There's also some spring in there. And these we got to use, guys. I mean, look at these, right? Look at those. We will use these. I mean, you're telling me to make them, but of course I want to make them. But what I meant, okay, yeah, you hide the presents from yourself. I know. So, I might come up with, yeah, these colors are awesome. So yeah, these will definitely get used. They do say spring, says spring on them, but that's okay. That's fine. But yeah, I'll use these because I have enough to give you guys a set. All right. Well, you may see those. Let's see. We're in May, so we still have 7 months left. Yeah, so 7 sets. Right? Okay, well that's so funny. And then on top of that, so did you watch the Yarnable unbagging? Well, if you didn't, then you can go back and watch it later. But it's funny because at the end of the video, I say, I'm going to put this in the bracket game, right? So here's the yarn, and I'm going to put it in the bracket game. So there's your bright yellow, and I mean bright. We're talking major lemon going on here, right? So right after I turned the video off. I opened up the drawer, which is right here, where all of the yarnable is, and pulled this out without even looking at it, right? And it is the one from date, please. Doesn't it give you the date? It should. I thought it gave you the date. Straighten Your Crown is this one. So if you put them together, and it's funny because right after that, Frida wrote the comment about finding the one that matches from a year ago or something like that. And there it is. And these match. They are both 3 light DK weight. So I will put them both in. They do match. They're really, really close. I mean, it's beautiful. So they will go in to the bracket game. So there you go. You got 2. Okay. So I have these over here. Where did that other thing go? Oh, here it is. Yeah, I was keeping them right here under the bracket game, so I wouldn't forget what I was doing. Not that I was going to forget, but all right. Got too many things over here. Because what happens is they start falling because the chair is tiny. Put these towels back is what I'll do. So yesterday, I went back to Joann's. I'm going to call it Joann's forever. I know there's not an S on it, but I went back because I wanted another skein of the sorbet. Yeah. I'm sure we probably could have found it on Yarnspiration's website, right? But I wanted one. So I went down the aisle and turned the corner right exactly where I knew that box was, and it was gone. It was not there. I'm like, oh my gosh, they sold that whole box. It was huge. It was a huge box. Must have been 30 of them in it when I left. So I said, well, I guess I'm not going to get one. So I walked around the corner, and here was this worker in the middle of the aisle. And by gosh, if she didn't have a bag of the sorbet in her hand, she was moving them because there wasn't that many to somewhere else. And I said to her, oh, that's exactly what I want. And she goes, oh, here. And she gives it to me. And there was 2 in the bag. And I was like, oh, well, I guess I'll take 2. So I ended up with 2. They were 50% off this time. So got them even cheaper. But it was still that's $12 for 2, you know. Anyway. So now I'll be able to, I don't know what I was thinking. But anyway, I did get a couple more things. I got a little bit more of Bunny, and I got this bag. I don't know why, right? But I got this bag. And these were originally $40, right? And again, it was only 50% off. So $20. Oh, well, it's cute. And I wanted it. And it was there for 3 times that I went in there. And it was still there. So it must have been meant to be, I guess. So in here is a skein of the Bunny. Big Twist Bunny. And I started started this yesterday. There's not much to see, but I'll show you anyway. It is out of the Precious Baby Crochet Timeless Texture. Yeah, I started it. And it is one of the ones I haven't done yet. It is this one, the ruffle sweater. Are we seeing it? I don't know. There we go. Can you see that? Okay. So that's done in a real dark purple color. And I'm going to do it in that peach. So yeah, it's a peach kind of month, guys. I don't know what it is, but it's orange. Laura would be so proud that I picked orange, like, for everything. I have no idea why. Craziness. All right, so here we go. Now, so this pattern is calling for a 3. I don't think they made it in a 3, but they're saying they did. Anyway, I'm using a 1 because baby bunny is a 1, and I pulled out the what, can't read it. The E 3.75, 3.5. So here is the start. Yeah. And I had to have, let me see, where's the, okay. And I had to have an orange, right? Orange stitch marker. Anyway, so that's the yoke. That's already 6 rows. Yeah, 6 rows. Now I was thinking of maybe making the ruffle a different color, like the cream. I don't know. Yeah, so that is already started. Now let's go on and pull today's winner before my phone dies, because I noticed it was low. I put it on the charger, but it didn't seem to charge. I think that cord is bad. Today's cuddle along, we have graduated up to 19 entries now. And we're going to draw a winner for our random cuddle along. That didn't spin hardly at all today. What the heck? Can you see it? No, you cannot. It is Sherry. Sherry Hines. Sherry Hines is our winner today. Okay, is Sherry here? Oh, yes, she is. All right. Sherry, what would you like today? We have a spot on the bracket board, of course. I don't think you're on it. So what we'll do is we'll look and see what numbers are available. I'm going to move this bag, too, because it's in the way. The top bracket is full now. Hope is ahead on there. She's in the semifinalist or finalist or whatever you want to call it. And then down at this side, we have 2, 10, and 15. This side, we have 20 and 24. And then the last one has 25, 26, 29, and 30. So we actually have 4, 6, 8 spots left. We will be filling this up in no time. I mean, heck, you got yarnables to be had, right? Got to get it going. Okay. Or you can pick something out of either one of the baskets. I know, something's missing there. Yep, I know. 24. All right, now we're down to 7. 7 spots left to finish this up. 24 puts her with yeah. I don't know what I'm talking about. All right. So it generates a roll off. So Sherry, oh, I used the red. I don't want to use the red. I want the raspberry. Oh, okay. Red is for Christmas. Sherry. Okay. All right. So what we have to do is we have to do that roll off right away because we need to know who gets knocked out. So we'll put Sherry in with Cindy Cantola and spin it. So this is a different wheel because I don't want to take the names out of the other one. So I'm using a different one. Come on, baby. Let's go. All right, here we go. Wow, you can barely see. It's so light. And I darkened it too. 34 people here. Woohoo! Let's hit 50 again. Come on, guys. If we hit 50, we'll do, okay, so, all right, we'll do an extra drawing if we hit 50. So Cindy Cantola moves on, which puts Sherry out. And I'm sorry, that was short-lived. But now you know that you can get back in if you win again before we fill it. Okay, so now that goes on to the next leg. So Cindy is going to go against Debbie W. All right, so Debbie W and Cindy. And this will give us our this will give us our semifinalist. And it is Debbie W. So Cindy Cantola is out now. All right, so now you know you can get back in. So Debbie W. Okay. So the Who is Live. Hope is in the finals. Deb Murray, Rhonda Hoskins, Ravini, Lori Armstrong, Teresa, Cynthia King, Debbie W., Frida, and Joanne. Those are all live people. So you got 7 spots to go. We got 10, 15, 20. So only one spot up here. 25, 26, 29, and 30. So 4, 5, 6, 7 left. Woohoo, we're getting there. We are getting there. All right. How fun is this? Okay. Okay. Okay, so going on with the cuddle along. So I've been working on the corner to corner blanket. I linked this down below. It's not just the fact that it's a corner to corner. Yeah, there's a million of them out there. But the one that I chose was the creative grandma. She just decided she would try the corner to corner for the first time, and she did do a tutorial. But she has a border on hers that I just thought, you know what? I'll do it with her. So this is the Ice Yarn Puzzle Baby. And I've got a couple more rows done. Yeah. Just a couple more rows done. So how far we're going to get with this, I'm guessing I'm a little, maybe over halfway with this skein, right? And I will change direction and start going down when I end this row and I can start the second skein for the other side. And then I think I'm going to put a blue border on. I just got to find the right color blue to match. I know I could probably put on the yellow, but I don't know. Okay. All right. So at this point, I want to do a draw for a spot on the bracket board or something out of the baskets. And I usually ask my friend Deb. It's linked down below, Cindy. So she's going to mark the chat, and you can comment in if you want to win a spot on the bracket board, and then we will hopefully get another name on there. And then I'm going to show you what else I found at Joann's, because this wasn't really worth doing a yarn haul for, I don't think. I don't think it was, anyway. It's this bag. Okay, so I told you already that I got 2 more skeins of the sorbet. So there they are in the bag. So I didn't open them, but I'm going to, because this way, one of them can be for the sweaters and one can be for the blanket. And then if I don't like the size, I can always make it bigger. But I'm sure one of these, 1,000 yards, will be plenty. And then if I like it, I have another one, right? And then they had, up at the front of the store, they had a rack of dollar yarn. I had not seen it before. It says craft yarn on it. It's $1, right? And I'm like, boy, those are tiny skeins for $1. So I never bought any. Well, apparently they come in a bag of 10. So out back, they had them bagged in a bag of 10 for 50 cents each. Of course, it's 50% off this week. So I grabbed a bag of 10. And the reason why is because it's white, and we always need white, and we never have it. So this way I can use this for edgings or whatever. It is a 4, but I mean, really, it was sitting there. It just, I'm in my defense, it jumped in my car. I don't know. Like I needed it. No, well, yeah, it's white. Yep, always need white. Yep, that's right. Okay, so that was that bag. And then I had, like I was telling you, I got that baby bunny. I got that peach. The first time I went in, and that was all they had there. This time they had a whole bunch, and I mean, like, it had been 100 skeins of the off-white. So it was a white day. This was the white day, the white elephant sale at Joann's. That's what it was. So this is the baby bunny polyester and viscose, very, very soft, #1. And you know what? This is why I got the white. Probably should have got more of it, but I paired a 1 with a 1 with the mohair, right? And this is going to be paired with a mohair, I do believe. So we'll see. We'll see. I got 3 of these, I believe. 3 of them. Yeah. So there's the third one. Yep. Okay. All right. So we'll stop right here, and we'll talk about these other 2 in a second, because we have a winner. Gloria Bowman is our winner. Okay. I did not see what she won, so we'll go back. She wants a basket prize. All right. Okay. So, Gloria, what basket? So what we'll do with this is we'll have to pick one of the mohairs, and I'm excited about it. Uh-huh. So Gloria, you want something out of this basket or the pink one? The brown one. Okay. All right. So you notice that something's missing. I did take that out. It wasn't popular. It was taking up all the room. And I probably should have put something back. I probably should have, but I didn't. Anyway, so this is yarn number 1, yarn number 2, and bag number 3, and item number 4. So those 4 are in there. Then we have your Notions pouch. I got to put something in the middle. A Notions pouch from Yarnable is right here. Then we have a bedspread book and a knitting book. And then we have a knitting magazine that I got from Joann's that first time that I went. So again, back to I'll tell you in a minute. Let's see what Gloria wants. Number 2. Did you see that? Bracket game fell over. Number 2 is this one. Okay. All right. We gotta fix it. I gotta fix it. It's a shit show today. I shook it, must be. Okay. I think we're back in business here. Okay, so the one that she picked was the I Love This yarn in this gorgeous color. Look at that. It is. It's called, I got it upside down. Sunsetting, right? Look at that. Okay, so we've got to give you a stitch marker to go with that. So you can make a beautiful washcloth to enter into the washcloth of the month going on. What, if any, have you seen that you would like? Oh boy, I get to surprise her. Okay. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. All right. Don't forget to send me a message with your address, because I might be searching for that one. I tell you what, last week when I drew the monthly hats, and more hats, and the washcloths, I was digging for a little while, and then all of a sudden, Deb, I believe it was Deb, it could have been Victoria, she sent me a message, and I'm like, oh, thank goodness, because I was not, I was not able to find her address that quickly. So, yeah. And if you ever want to help me out with shipping, all you have to do is become a member here. And there are videos for the members now. There's only one so far, but I'm working on it. It's not a big, huge deal, but you do get something other than shipping. Supporting me anyway. Or you could do a super chat. Yeah, or a coffee. Okay, so I have Gloria's already. Let's go back to the yarn haul. So that baby bunny was huge. It was this whole section on the top, and they had the white. So like I said before, they only had the peach. and I thought I would get the white. So I got 3 of them. And there's a lot. There's 284 yards in each one. So that's quite a bit. And then last week Doug had picked this up and I said no. I said no. I don't know. But now I'm like, well, it is the baby bunny in this colorway, which is a stripe. Peekaboo stripe. It is pink and gray and green and cream. So if I paired this with, I don't know, maybe if I paired it with a mohair, I don't know, but I noticed the mohair was on sale again. I did. So they must do it every so often. So, but I got that. So anyway, we'll worry about it sometime. And then I got one more thing. And this, the only reason why I got this is because it was in the wrong place. It was over by the baby bunny white. And I'm guessing it's because one of the workers put it there thinking that it was the same as the white. It's almost an off-white. But I noticed it right away. I noticed it was not the baby bunny. And I pulled it right off the shelf and I said, what is this? It's Superwash Merino by Lion Brand. Right? Superwash Merino. Yeah. That's not even close. That's a 3 light, 100% wool. Yeah. And it is so soft. Superwash Merino. So I had to get these 2. There's 2 of them. And again, white. I told you it was a white show. I didn't know they had it either. Who the heck knows? So then I went over to the Lion Brand yarns and searched through every single one to see if there was any more. Oh, that can be dyed. Oh yeah, okay. I don't dye, but okay. So I did find 2 more of a green, like a teal of this. I didn't get it. Why didn't I get it? Because this was $6.74 at the checkout. $6.74. That's 50% off. So like, really? This is a clearance sale, guys. Yeah. Okay. All right, we put our prices up for our clearance sale so that when we say 50% off, we're really getting a deal. Okay. Uh-huh. So anyway, yeah, it's still a deal. I understand. But was it worth getting the greenish teal one? I don't think so. But anyway, I got it. So now I have tons of white. Oh my. But this could be made into a hat with the mohair, right? Because I got some colors. Remember the colors of mohair I got? Oh, yeah, like bright blue peacock or something. Yeah. Uh-huh. That's true. Okay. All right. So what we're going to do now is let's make a yarn deal. So Deb is going to mark the chat and you're going to let me know what color and weight of yarn you would like to try and win today. And then I'm going to run around Christi's closet and try to find something that matches up with the winner's choice. So go ahead now, Deb, and mark the chat. And while you're doing that, while you're doing that, I will. Oh, so anyway, I do, before I forget, I want to go back and say something about Joann's. So the most items they had in the store yesterday was yarn. Everything else was pulled to the middle of the store. The outside edges of the store, over 3/4, were completely empty. Everything else was pushed to the middle. And then the yarn was the biggest section, and it was still full, full, full. But it's full of, what did I say? Big twist, blanket yarn, and Red Heart Super Saver. The rest of it, there's a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but mostly big twist. And it is full price at 50% off. So everything that was overpriced to begin with is now 50% off. And it's still not as cheap, some of it, as you can get it online brand. So, like I said, it's, but they aren't going to be long. It may be another week, maybe 2, and they'll be done. Yeah, so I did see you say that yours was done. If they didn't get any truckload in 2 weeks ago, then they aren't going to, because apparently now Hirschner's has also bought some, and so they don't want to bother, apparently, or whoever bought the actual stores to liquidate that, those didn't buy all of it or something. I don't know, but yeah, they're definitely down to the end. And yours is at the end of May. I'm guessing that's the date was the end of May. And then if you were already out of stuff, you close early. Yeah. Yeah. So everybody's, if they were out of stuff. Yeah. Oh, well. So you guys. Yeah, Deb marked it already. You need to be on live chat when you're playing the games. Put that on live chat. So she went off to get me winner, and that'll be next. And then we'll talk about a couple more things got going on here. You're having a hard time with this coffee. I'm having a hard time with this coffee too. Mm-hmm. I did bring out my my hook thing that I keep my hooks in that I don't use all the time. It's a pencil holder. Does everybody remember when I had clearance on these pencil holders I found at Walmart? They were $2. They were getting rid of them. I got 6 of them, and I gave them out as prizes, and I kept one. And this is the greatest thing. You unzip it and open it up, and it's a pencil holder, so it holds hooks easily, a ton of them. You can put them all in here, and it's got several pockets, so you can so if you see these pencil holders, they are cool. Oh, Ravini got one. That's awesome. They're cool. And then there's also another zippered pouch for other stuff on this side. So yeah, I kept one for me. All right, we have a winner. So I forgot that I had taken this out because I wanted a size E, and I didn't have one out because the normal H and 7 and J, or I mean, are always out, right? But the other ones are always put in here. All right, so Latoya is our winner today for Let's Make a Yarn Deal, and she wants a number 4 blue, I believe I saw. Yeah, number 4 blue. Okay, play me some Van Halen, and I'll go find Latoya some yarn, and I'll be right back. Some blue, and I don't have to do teal because it's not teal, it's blue. Okay. And it's blue. Oh. 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 Why is the blue hiding on me? I found something. One. I gotta find another one. All right. Well, not as easy as it looks. Okay. All right. Well, I got some cotton out. This is, I love this yarn cotton. We got a blue colorway going on. It is gorgeous though. This one is called Moonlit Frost. I don't know if you can see that blue. Put it here. All right. Okay. All right. So that is the first choice. I got this one out for you, Latoya, because this is gorgeous. So this is a marl. They're calling this a heather. It is a Premier Everyday blue heather. It is a number 4. It's gorgeous. It's really soft. You know their Premier Everydays are so soft. That's your second choice. This is 180 yards, anti-pilling. So that is the 2 choices. And they are beautiful. Beautiful. All right, so let's see what Latoya picks. She can trade them in for something out of the basket or the pink basket or a spot on the bracket board. Well, geez, Dee, why don't you just sleep in, you old, well, yeah, but she shows up. She shows up on time, but you missed the game. Just saying. You missed the game, but that's okay because you aren't here for just the game. I know that. All right, so where we are is Latoya decided on the blue heather. All right. Okay, so how about a stitch marker? Guess where this is going? Back on my shelf. No. I'll tell you what, when you make one of those single crochet V-stitch washcloths, which I'm loving that, out of, I love this cotton. Every now and then, you know, I stop and check you out for a minute and give you some hours, watch hours. That's it. Yeah, every now and then. I just don't always say I'm there because I don't want you to go, oh, and stop what you're doing. And you know how we always do that. Do I have a blue angel? Oh, I don't think so. The only angels I think I have are the pearl ones. This is a pearl one, and it's white pearl. But I don't think I have a blue. No, because there's no angels in here. Now, what kind of dog is your dog? A Chihuahua? Yeah, so I don't have a Chihuahua. Yeah, she's got a Chihuahua dog. Everybody. I don't have one of them. I know. Sometimes I just want to watch TV late. I just want to keep just another row. Just another row. Hi, Diana. Welcome. Yep, you're getting the welcome treatment from my girls. That's it's awesome. They're here. They take care of me. There'll be more drawings going on, so you can stay and see what's going on. We do try to guess the flavor of my coffee and the flavor of my creamer all at once. And Deb is well aware of what that is. And you guys are getting real close here. Real close. Yes, it is. It's a safe place. We ban all those that are not, on the same page as us. So just so you know. I'm looking for a stitch marker for Miss Latoya, and then we will move on to the colors of the month, and that is orange. We'll move on to that. I've got to talk to you about that. It's just the way it is. I think that Laura was giving me ESP from Alaska the last couple days. I think that's what was happening. Because everything I touch is turning into orange or peach or whatever. I go to the store, I buy peach. I'm like, what? Sorbet. Oh, the white pearl angel. Thank you, Deb. See? The chat goes flying by, and that's what happened. Okay, so we'll put that one on. She's an angel. She gets an angel. All right. If you're a lucky winner, don't forget, you have to claim your prizes wherever you may win them. And remind me if your name is different than your sign-on name. Don't forget about that. So here is the prize for Latoya. Did I do that right? Which one did you pick? I forgot. Okay, let's go back. Maybe. Oh dear. Oh my goodness. Which yarn am I giving her, Deb? The blue heather. Okay, thank you. Jeepers. Yeah. Okay. So was I up late? Yeah, I was. What am I watching right now? I finished up a couple shows. So the one that I finished was we're watching The Seals on Paramount. It's an oldie, but it's good because you just binge watch, right? But we're watching Mobland, which you cannot binge watch. We're watching Country Fire, Fire Country, which you cannot binge watch, and because it's new. And so that's on Sunday night. And then we're watching the Seals. But we just finished Mayor of Kingstown. Yeah, we just finished that. So we're up to date. All right, so this is for Latoya. I will put that over there. Got 2 packages to do so far. All right, so now going on to the orange. So did you see the yarns for hats, and more hats? Right? There's the yarns. They were donated by Linda, and I am using up some of my donations. I have pulled them out, and I'm going to be doing an MJ's Off the Hook design. It is a hat called the Snowy. Goodness sakes, what is it called? Snowy Season hat. So it has a ribbing that's different, and I did start it. There's the ribbing. I got real far, right? Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna try doing the stripe for the ribbing, and then the solid for the hat, and then switch them. I'll never get to that part. I'll never get to doing 2. But the orange is for the month of May. And we have a new person here, so we might as well tell her. You have to be on Facebook. And if you're not, then if you send me photos of your hats that you make for the month, or the one hat that you're required to make for the month for the challenge, it sometimes gets there. But my preference is that you become a Facebook groupie, and you can put them in the designated spot yourself, which is easier for a full-time working person, and I should say extra full-time working person, because then I can go back to that featured spot and get the names real quick and draw, and I don't have to look everywhere. So this is our challenge. Once a month, you post a hat and you get entered in to win the yarn of the month, which is this Pioneer Woman yarn for this month, and you make a hat with that, or whatever you want to do. But this month there's 2 skeins. There's usually only 1, and you also get a handmade stitch marker that I make. Okay, so we're done with that. And then I went ahead and picked the washcloths of the month. Any hat, yep, any hat. As long as you make it handmade, not machine made, and enter it into. You can find the Facebook group link down below in the description box also. So here's the towel of the month. You get one of these, and you're going to get 2 of these beautiful orange marled cottons. And this one is the Himalaya denim. And we have a couple colors of Himalaya denim that we're going to be using. I don't know if I'll use them all, but I have some. And I did pick out a new washcloth to try this month. It is the brand new Easy Peasy one from Creative Grandma. So now if you want to grab some yarn, you can start this, and it's so easy. So what she tells you to do is do 2 chain 2 plus 1 as your amount. So that means you can do 30 plus 1, correct? That's what I did. So I chained 30 and added 1. And that is going to be plenty big enough, right? Whoa. I missed. Thank you so much. Can you believe I've had an entry for both the washcloth and the hat for each month so far? Oh my gosh, Dee, you're kidding me. Yeah, because you're staying up late doing it. Mango gosh, Lori. Anyway, we're chaining 30 plus 1. And I'm going to read you off the easy pattern. And it is a Creative Grandma easy washcloth, okay? So she basically tells me that on the edges, you will have 1 half double crochet. And then you'll have the pattern in between. So you're going to turn your work. Well, you've got 31 chains, right? And I'm doing 31 to make sure it's big enough, because this is very thin, okay? So 31, and then you're going to, in the next, you're going to skip 1. So in the next, you're going to do 1 half double in the second chain from the hook. And then you're going to do these I don't know if you want to call it a V stitch or not, but it's 2 stitches in 1. So you're going to skip 1, and you're going to do a double and a single in the next chain. Then you're going to skip 1, do a double and a single in the next chain. Skip 1, and I believe I have 14 of those. Yes, I have 14. And then when you get to the end, all you're going to do is put a half double in the last stitch. So you have 14 of the, like, it's like a V, it looks like a V stitch, but it's not, you're not chaining. So it's really cute. And then you'll chain 1 and turn your work, and then you'll do another half double to start, skip 1, and in the single crochet, you will do the double and the single. And that's the whole pattern. That's it. And then we got orange yarn. I'm using an H hook for that. So I gave you that pattern today. So that's Creative Grandma. I just always have loved her. It's somebody that I follow, and whenever she puts out a new washcloth, you got to try it. So, but I still love the last one. Oh my gosh, the V stitch, single V stitch washcloth. I just love it. I will be making more of those for sure. So if you want to get entered into the washcloth of the month, all you have to do is make a washcloth and enter it. But a lot of the girls are doing a theme. They're doing towels. They're doing washcloths. They're doing hot pads and scrubbies. So things like that. We have gone overboard with it. And that's what the intention was, to get you going and create 12 sets to either sell at the craft fairs at the end of the year or gift to family. And mine are going to my daughter. She already said something last week about, I need some new washcloths, Mom. And I'm like, really? She goes, oh, and towels too. I'm like, oh, really? Jeep milk. I got Jeep milk. I do. Yeah, the crazies are here today, I see. Yeah, we're missing Steve, but we do have some replacements. Linda thought the same thing that I did. All right, so let's do our last draw of the day, guys. So what do we have? We have your choice. Something out of the baskets. Bracket number. Come on, we only have 7 spots left. You want to win some Yarnable, don't you? And the third choice today, after Deb marks that, make sure you're on live chat. You're going to write in brackets, basket, or this beautiful, I love this cotton. Yep, that will be the third. You do have to have New York. United States address to win, and I will send it from New York. This will be the last. Anybody have any questions about any of the make-alongs or anything going on? And for you newbies, I am a Chase Elliott fan. So that's why I wear Chase Elliott shirts and stuff like that. You know, I'm a race fan. The Kentucky Derby was fun, but what a shit show. Mud everywhere. My horse came in second, though. I got to say, he did good. He did good. What muddy wreck it was. Yep. But I do have to say there were 5 horses right there in contention, you know. There were 4 of them head to head right at the wire. So it was a good battle. I'm glad to see there's heavy competition as far as nobody really, you know, it was everybody's game. And now we're going back to Texas. Yeah. Texas is where Chase won last year. He did win there last year. Do I expect him to win again? No. But I'm still going to cheer, right? Hi, Bev. How you doing? I see everybody's here today, just about everybody. Yeah, 36 still strong. Good. We're going to have a winner for this last draw. And if anybody would like to come on and talk to me for a couple seconds, 5 minutes usually is what I give, I will also put that on for a creative moment. I lost count of my long dogs. You needed 30 by May 5th. I think I posted 6 or 7. But I have 2 trash bags full of dogs. Oh my gosh, Chera. Wow. That's crazy, girl. Well, that's what she's been doing, staying up late at night. That's great. So the Cuddle Along Diana is the third one. If you go to the Facebook group, you will find all of the featured challenges right there at the top of the page, and you can follow each one, and all the rules are there. That's the easiest way. Go to the Facebook. I will add you as a new member, and then you can read the rules there. Yeah. Hi, Vima. Hi. Same thing here. Go to the Facebook page. It's linked down below, and all the 300 people coming. Oh my gosh. Well, that's young with kids. That's what you're into. So, yeah, that's awesome. And they're making amigurumis. And she's good at it. Trust me. Chera is good at it. This is one that Chera made me. And I'll tell you what, this is solid. It is solid. We're talking an awesome dog here. Yeah. Yeah. This is good. Even these ears. I mean, come on. I could let a kid play with this, not that I will, because it's mine. But yeah, you could. This is a really good job. Oh, she says, okay, wait, I think I have a winner. Sherry, are you the winner? Is Sherry the winner? Well, you know. Sherry Hines wants the I love this cotton. Okay, this is yours. You want a stitch marker to go with that? Sherry, you're lucky today. Yes, you are. She won earlier in the cuddle along, and she picked a spot on the bracket board. So now you get something. Okay, so what stitch marker would you like, Sherry? A dog. Okay, all right. Let me see what I got. I know I got three. I think I got 3 dogs left. So we have new people here that don't know what in heck we're talking about, but that's okay. They will learn real quick. Our dogs are. I'm gonna put it on a. I'm gonna put these on here so she can see. In fact, I'll put on the cats too while we're at it. Right? Oh no, there's 4. Nobody's gotten a dog yet. Oh my goodness sakes. All right, that's wonderful. I just saw the request to go up to join. I will answer that request in just a minute. And I'm going to put the cats on too. All right, so here are stitch markers. I make them with my husband. And there's 2 kitties. Right there they are, black one and a gray and white. So she said dogs. So I'm going to put the kitties back and show you the dogs. So here are 4 dogs. And we got a Dalmatian, a Corgi, a Frenchie, and a Schnauzer. Get that Schnauzer in there. Oh, for heaven's sakes. You got to turn around the other way? Yeah, okay. Let's see if I can get this. These 2, you saw the Schnauzer now. Okay, there. There. There we go. There. Oh, yeah. All right, so that's the 4 dogs. And Sherry gets a choice of that. Wonderful. You want the Schnauzer. Okay. He is cute. So I have a whole bunch of stitch markers made up usually. And they range from little tiny mushrooms to bees to flowers to stars to gummy bears. They look like gummy bears, right? And all sorts of other stuff. The flowers, I am noted for daisies. I am noted for smiley faces and butterflies and things that, go with themes that I do. So that is what that's all about. Okay, so here is Sherry's yarn and her stitch marker. Yep. So there we go. I think we can call it a day. And yeah, we have new people. Thank you for joining in. And one of the things that we do every Sunday morning when I come on is guess what coffee is in the cup. If you guess the right coffee and the creamer both in the same comment and you're correct and you're first, you'll win a spot on the bracket board. It's an ongoing game here. This bracket board is almost done. It's got 7 spots left till we get a winner. We have nice prizes to win for the final. You can, if you're winner of the coffee, you can win something out of the Christmas basket or the pink basket. There's usually yarn in here, small amounts of things, books, that kind of thing. And in the pink basket is tools, and small things to do with crochet and knitting. So this is the coffee of the day. Are you ready for this? It is holiday gingerbread. Holiday gingerbread. And the creamer is cream. Why? Because someone didn't come to I don't see anybody. I don't see anybody waiting to come in. No. I don't, but I will put the link back up if someone wants to. The creamer is regular cream, that I cook with because I don't have any creamer. So that's that. I don't see anybody in the background. No. All right. So let's see. Did I say everything? Um, no, I know. I wasn't going to make you say holiday. It's just the gingerbread, right? It's just weird. All right. Have a great week. Yes. Have a wonderful week. I will see you next Sunday for another crazy morning. Happy race day, everybody. Cheer on Chase, will you? Go, Clyde, go. All right, take care, everybody. Take a moment out of each day and be creative. And I'll talk to y'all in the next video.